You defended the traditional marriage structure, and you were arguing that even wealthy women need emotional security of husband's earnings for proper motherhood.
Certainly, for enjoying the motherhood.
So, what's your entire view on this statement, and क्या thesis है आपका?
No, this is how nature has wired us, right? So that provider and nurturer instinct is divided between the two. So only when that emotional security is of provision, then she is able to enjoy the motherhood at the maximum. So even if it is one of the richest, she is one of the richest women in the world, she would still want her husband to pay the bills. That's there in the back of the mind. So once, twice, thrice, she is okay. But then if you put that as a permanent responsibility on her head, then she's not able to enjoy the motherhood like she should otherwise. This is how nature has biologically wired us, right? So a woman would always want maximum resources for her children, right? You can't say that for men. Men can go haywire. They can fund friends' sons. They can fund brothers' sons' funds, whatever. Family में बांट सकते हैं, community में बांट सकते हैं. But a mother would never want. Mother would always want all the resources restricted only for her children. That's how biology has wired us, right? So that fundamental difference is always going to be there.
तो ये आपने इसके बारे में like tweet किया था या?
Yes, I tweeted about it.
Got it.
Because I think that was Rajat ji's show, जिसमें one sportswoman came and said कि कुछ कमाता नहीं है ये वो, मेरे पैसों से जी रहा है ये, right? So one has to understand that this is not about just monetary things. This is an emotional security of monetary supply, right? तो emotional security नहीं मिल रहा है उसको, शायद पैसे की जरूरत नहीं है उसको, but she just wants that confidence that her man is making money, right? So one has to understand. उनको लगता है कि ये खुद कमा रही है ना, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? She should continue as a couple. इसके लिए थोड़ी डिवोर्स लिया जाता है. This would be the common argument, but people don't understand that women attach their self-worth with how much their husbands are making. People are not understanding that thing, right? उसको अपना self-worth जो self-assessment कर रही है, obviously she is not going to speak this, but in the back of her mind, her self-worth is how much her children are successful and how much her husband is successful.
Right.
That's not the case with men. Men does not attach his self-worth with how much his wife is making as money. Men generally don't.
So what will men attach to?
In terms of what? In terms of self-worth?
No, I mean, I'm just asking, like, for example, you're saying if women will want to see that, okay, if their husbands are successful, then that is like one status for them. What is it for the men about women?
Well, for men, I think they see, they would see the success of the overall family and the community to gain self-worth. Not just the 3 or 4 of them. So men see a wider range than women in terms of self-worth. So men would want more growth of the entire community to justify his own self-worth. Not just individual or his children and his wife only. Right. That there's a fundamental difference out there. Because he sees the security of his wife and children and the probability of the genes going forward successfully as a measure of how strong the overall community is.